guys, welcome back to the Free Hammers. No podcast this week because we didn't play. So me and Paul got together at the weekend and we thought we'd do a little couple of short videos for you. And it's nice to have Paul on during the week, isn't it?
Hey.
Usually you just see me doing my Ask Luke series. And I thought, you know what, Paul, we've got a bit of time this weekend. Let's do some stuff. I was inspired by a couple of videos I see on YouTube by some of the bigger YouTubers out there. And it was one thing they like about every team in the Premier League and one thing they hate. So we're going to do it over 2 episodes. We'll start with the like, so we'll be nice first. You said you might struggle with this. Before we went, started recording, you said you might find this quite difficult.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult. It's going to be, I don't know, it'd be interesting. We'll see. We'll see what my contribution to this video is because it's going to be difficult. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't really care about most of the other teams in the Premier League. I really don't. I haven't got an opinion one way or the other.
The videos I've seen, a lot of them is a player. And I think when it's a player, it's a little bit harder. So we've opened it up a little bit further and done a thing. So it could even be something about their past or something about, player, stadium, fans. So we've opened it up a little bit wider. So we'll start with the nice stuff so you can build up for tomorrow's show for the hates. And I've done it in Premier League table order rather than alphabetical. I've done it in Premier League table as it currently stands. So the first team, Manchester City, mate. What do you like about Manchester City?
This is the easiest one for me because of all the other Premier League teams, I think City's the easiest one for me to like. I think it goes back to, it weren't that long ago, obviously, before the big money came in. They were a very similar club to West Ham. Very similar club, and I think a lot of the fan base is the same. And funny enough, after we played them, we lost. But a lot of the opposition fan views that I saw, and the City fans talking about it were like, "Oh, West Ham, brilliant club. I hope they do well. I hope they get in the Champions League and all that." Similar fan bases, but I love now the money has come. I love the way they play. Guardiola, fantastic manager, managed probably the greatest football team of all time when he was at Barcelona. And the way that they play, I just love the way they play. I love watching them. And some of the players' talent is unbelievable.
I think for me, there's an affiliation from when Tevez played there as well. Carlos used to come, didn't he, and give it all the time. Yep. I think there's been a rapport since then. Obviously, I like Oasis as well, and the fact that that Liam Gallagher and Noel Gallagher it's their team, so there's a bit of that. And like you say, but they're just a fantastic team. My favourite player plays for them, Kevin De Bruyne. So yeah, I would say I agree with you on most things. And when we say one thing, we can sum it up in like a little sentence and stuff. So yeah, players and just the way they are as a club. They're not as Man United.
It might have been more than one thing there, but I'm making up for the rest of the teams where I'm not going to have anything to say.
So if you say one thing, mate, what is it then? So just one thing.
It's going to be the Guardiola football. Let's say that.
Yeah. I'm going to say Kevin De Bruyne. There you go. Here we go. Oh, I'll tell you what. The next episode of this is going to be very easy. But yeah. What do I like about Leicester? Shall I tell you what I like about Leicester? They're a club that West Ham should aspire to. I like the way they run. I think their owners are fantastic. The way they sell players and bring in players, I think, is nearly second to none, to be honest with you. I think they're one of the best in the Premier League at doing that. That's what I admire from them. What about you, mate?
Yeah, it's a good shout, mate. Like you say, really, really well-run club. For me, it's going to be the fact that they're the one team in the last God knows how long to break, the money league. To break through that glass ceiling. Won the league. No one see it coming. Just the year before, they were relegated. They were on their way down. They were going to be relegated. No one see it coming. And just what a fantastic achievement it was that season. And to see, like I say, just to see another team break that mold.
They allowed everyone else to dream, didn't they? I think, yeah. So,
they showed it could be done. They showed it could be done, and they sort of created that pathway. I think after that happened, a lot of the other big clubs were like trying to work out ways to stop it from ever happening again, like the European Super League and all the rest of it. But yeah, for me, that's like Leicester are that, like you say, mate, the club that we should aspire to be. They paved the way in a sense.
Yeah, and set a mould on how you should be run as a football club. The
stadium's quite good.
What do I like about Manchester United? Oh, Jesus. God, this hard one. Yeah, I think the stadium's nice, like you say, mate. We've got a nice stadium tour I went on when I was about 16.
Yeah. I mean, you could say.
I like that they haven't won the league in about 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, since Fergie left, they're sort of gone down. You could argue. I mean, I didn't like Fergie, but you have to say he's probably the best manager of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Current players, I do like Rashford. I've got to say, I do like Rashford. I think Rashford's a fantastic player. And he seems like a really nice guy as well, but that's a tough one, Man United, guys. You can go along in the comments with this, guys. Let us know what you like about Man United. I bet there's not many people that have got anything. Gets worse.
I know. What do you even say? Like this is.
They're up there as one of my most hated clubs. Definitely. You know, there's the Frank stuff. And people always go, why do you hate Frank? It's like, come on, if you don't dislike Frank as a West Ham fan, it's pretty... I don't want to dig West Ham fans out, but do you not think that you've got a right to hate Frank?
You got to save that for the next video.
Yeah. Yeah, it's meant to be liking. Yeah, what do I like?
What do we like about Chelsea? I
used to like them. Do you know what? Before the money come, and I remember when they was in like the Champions Leagues and it was Dennis Wyatt, Sinistine Babiaro, Toy Andre Flo, Good Johnson and people like that. I actually quite liked watching Chelsea play. I was a big fan of like William Gallas and people like that. But I think when the money come, there was just pure arrogance. They took Glenn Johnson off us. They took Joe Cole off us. Again, this is all back on the hate here. I've turned it into hate. They've had some good players over the years, though. You know, some good players that I've liked to watch. Like Drogba's arguably the best lone striker ever. So, yeah, I used to like Drogba. There you go.
You like Drogba? I don't know. I can't even say like some players that I respected, like the likes of like
Robin.
Hasselbank.
Oh, Jimmy, yeah.
But he always scored against us, so I can't like him either. I don't know. I'm going to have to pass on this one, mate. I genuinely can't think of a single thing I like about Chelsea. Sorry, Chelsea fans, but you know.
Yeah. They've got nice. They're sponsored by Nike. I like Nike.
That's the thing. I would even say I can't even say some of their kits have been alright. Actually, some of their kits ain't been too bad. Yeah.
No, that's a hard one, Chelsea. Everton. Again, Everton very similar to Leicester. I've always said on this show for 5 years, Everton are the team we should be aiming to emulate. Really, you know, if we can't hit the heights of Leicester, Everton are definitely the club that if David Moyes leaves us the same as he left Everton, then we'll be in a really good stead. And I think we're very, very similar clubs. It's just Everton every now and then seem to succeed that little bit more. And you always think, why West Ham can't get there?
Yeah, same like you say, mate. I would say exactly the same as the sort of thing that you said for Leicester. You know, it's a well-run club. They're like you say, just again the way that they were the team kind of sort of fell off recently, but they were the team that sort of broke that top six mold. You know, and it was consistent. It weren't like a Leicester 1 year bang. It just happened.
No. They were just
they built it over time. You know, they knew what they were doing. There was a plan there. And exactly like you say, mate, hopefully West Ham do something similar. We have a similar, well, hopefully we do the Leicester and do bam straight into the Champions League this year. Yeah. But you know, that's what you want to see. That you want to see that long-term progression, that long-term plan, and that, you know, you want to be considered one of those top 6, top 8 clubs regularly. You don't want to be one of these bottom half table teams that are getting there once every 5-6 years.
We'll probably discuss this, mate, on the podcast as well at the end of the season. It's like for West Ham, if I'm relating this back to West Ham, it's what happens next year now. You know, this season, whatever happens, it's been quite a success. We don't want old West Ham of 5 bad seasons now. You know, we want good, average good, rather than good, bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, it needs to be, start building some consistency now. It's not about just let's settle one season and relax. So hopefully we can do that. I know obviously this is hard for you, mate, because obviously where you live now, obviously it's more affiliated with Liverpool, isn't it, where you are? So I'll let you start.
Well, yeah, I'm over in Northern Ireland now, and it's all Liverpool, Man United fans, and they're as bad as each other, mate. Honestly, like some of my group chats from work and stuff, and from playing football and that, the way they get on is hilarious. It's funny to watch them go at each other in the groups. It's so funny, and the stuff they bring up from years and years ago, and it always makes me laugh, that the way that they complain about stuff. And then I'm sitting there thinking, mate, try supporting West Ham. You've got nothing to moan about.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think with them, I think I'm going to have to say players. I think there's some fantastic players that I've used to love, like Suarez. Who can deny Suarez, man? One of the best strikers ever to play the Premier League.
He's still one of he's top goal scorer in Spain, mate. Like he's still got it, still smashing them in. I think Liverpool
in the world.
I would say before Klopp came in, I think since Klopp come in, the arrogance has gone to another level with Liverpool. I really do. But before that, I didn't mind them as much. I didn't. They were decent. They played decent football. Some great players. Some really annoying players. Obviously, some horrible moments like the cup final and stuff. And but they were, and if we're being realistic, if you take this year, they obviously fell. But last year they were phenomenal. An absolutely phenomenal team. And as much as you might hate them and hate to see them doing well, you can't deny they were an incredible football team.
Were, mate. They were a fantastic side. Absolutely fantastic side. Yeah. Tottenham.
Next.
Aston Villa. No, joking aside, mate. We said next, but we need to pick something out. We can't take the easy road yet.
I was saying, mate, you talk about Tottenham every week. So
I'll tell you what, they have had some fantastic players. Listen, whether you hate them or not, which I do hate them, listen, the players they have now, Harry Kane, who will probably be mentioned in the next show as well, but Son's a fantastic player. Ginola was a fantastic player. Eriksen, Bale, they're all fantastic. They've had some fantastic players. I just don't like their fans. I don't like that they... Oh, no, that's in the hate show. Sorry.
Yeah, positives only. Positive vibes only. Okay. It's a like. I like that they brought Gareth Bale back to the Premier League.
Okay.
Don't like. I wish he'd have come back to any other team, and I wish they'd sort of play him more. Well, maybe not actually, because then they might start winning games. But
by form now, isn't he? He's
He's funny. He's one of them players that, just like Harry Kane now, when he was at Tottenham the first time, hated him.
Sensational.
Hated him.
Oh, I hated him. Yeah,
hated him. But you couldn't deny the talent. It was one of them where every year I was like, I can't wait till he leaves.
It's like Kane now, isn't it?
Exactly.
Oh, one more year. I think Son as well might go as well. But yeah, enough of them. This is a West Ham show. Villa. The typical, the always 0-0 team, and they've got a lot of hurt for me as well. So they will come up quite a bit in the hate show. What do I like about them? I think you have to admire Jack Grealish as a player. I think you have to. Again, he could come up in the hate show as well. But I think you have to admire how good a player he is. He is a fantastic footballer. They play some really good youth as well. I like the manager. I think the manager's a good manager. There you go. That's what I like about them. I like their manager. I think he's a good manager, and I think he's got good ideas.
Yeah, I like the colours.
Oh yeah, there you go. The colours. Yes.
I like the colours. Yeah, good claret and blue. Good choice. I like the colours. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like you say, mate, Grealish is undeniably he's a talent. He's another one of them. He's a great player, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a but. Yeah, it's a but. Yeah.
He's a great player, but just like Salah, I didn't mention him for Liverpool. Like phenomenal player.
He's going to be probably what I say in the hate video. To be honest with you. All spoilers there. Sorry, guys. Yeah, they're coming. Let's get through this. I don't want these to go on to we're trying to keep them like at about a 15-minute length, so you guys can really enjoy them. Arsenal. This is really hard because I absolutely hate Arsenal. I hate Arsenal. But okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go a little bit naughty. I'm going to say I enjoyed the Thierry Henry years. You cannot deny the football. Some of them players are, we talk about the icon and legends. Listen, Henry, Vieira, even Sol Campbell to a certain extent in them days. you're talking legends. You know, that Thierry Henry is arguably the best player to ever play in the Premier League as well.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, mate. That's fair. You know, that Invincibles team, and like you say, back then, you know, it's a feat that may never be replicated again. And yeah, respect him for that. It's hard to start talking about them without going into the hates again.
I know. It's really hard.
Yeah.
What I do like is that they've been knocked down a peg this year.
Yeah. And do you know what though? Again, it's hard to talk about without talking about hates. I actually don't mind Arsenal as a club. It's the fan base.
Watching their football, but am I tainted by what was, say, maybe 5 years ago now, maybe even longer? That actual football. You know, they don't really play that sort of lovely football anymore.
No. I'll tell you what I like. I like Aubameyang.
Yeah.
I like Aubameyang. He's a good player.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll go into that next show. Oh, here's another one. Leeds. Again, I've got to go back to the past, I think. And at the time, when I'm saying that I admire that team, when I actually was there in 2000, I absolutely hated Leeds because one of our pals used to support Leeds. But there's no denying that Leeds team was incredible. I said it a bit in my preview for the game. You know, Kuehl, Ferdinand, the Court, the formerly Boya, Viduka. That Leeds was a fantastic team, and that's what. And their fans, I think you can't argue their fans are fantastic fans as well. To stick with them, I'd add about 30,000 in League One.
Oh yeah. I mean, 100%, mate. Like if I, for me, it's Leeds are a proper club. You know, Leeds are a proper club. Like you say, mate, they dropped down the leagues. The fans kept going, and they've worked their way up. And I respect what they've done. You know, they've got themselves back into the Premier League. Their manager is a fantastic manager. Bit of a nut job, but fantastic manager. They play.
Well, he's done what he's got to do, hasn't he, mate? He's kept them up. You know?
And you know they play attacking football. They're always looking to score. They're very much let's outscore the opposition, which means they get tanked some weeks, but then other weeks, you know, it looks like they can. Similar to when we play them, you know, it'll either be we could absolutely smash them 5-0, or they could smash us 5-0. You know, they're an exciting team to watch.
Yeah, gung ho football, isn't it? Definitely.
Yeah, it is gung ho football, and Bielsa is all about that. And you know, I respect that they've come back from where they were. You know, they were a club on the brink, down the leagues, and they've fought and come back up. And I'm pleased to see them back in the Premier League, mate.
I am pleased to see them back in the Premier League. Mate. They're, like you say, mate, a proper club. Let's get through these. Wolves. Last season, I really liked Wolves. I really enjoyed watching them play. I think their manager's a good manager. They've got some amazing young players. There's some young Portuguese players there. I love Adama Traore. Maybe been a bit wobbly this year, but I quite like the way they play football. They've got a very fluid system. You know, they go 5 at the back or 5 in the midfield. I like them in general, the way they play.
I think I would agree with that. If you were talking about a year and a half ago, I think this year they haven't been very good. Obviously, Jimenez is out. Again, it's like the whole sort of Portuguese super agent basically runs the club and stuff is a bit. But yeah, if I was going back a couple of years, or even to last year, you'd say, yeah, you know, they played good football, like you say, fluid style, good counter-attacking. They were a good counter-attacking team. Kind of the blueprint to what we are now, especially at the start of the season. Especially at the start of the season. So yeah, I'd say that about them. Yeah,
they're quite a well-run club, actually. Crystal Palace. Oh, this is another meh club for me. I'll be honest with you. What do I like about Palace? I think it's going to be another one of them, mate. Zaha, but Zaha is a fantastic footballer. It's a hard one, actually. There's not much I like about Palace because they're quite arrogant fans as well.
What about Roy?
Roy.
He does good interviews.
Yeah, mate. You know, he's done some good things in football, Roy. I'm going to go Sheku Kiati.
Well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, all right. We like Shek. Yeah. We got it.
I don't know, a bit of a mer club. To be honest, I'm looking down the list now. The next few clubs, it is quite difficult. The next few clubs.
Yeah, like you say, they're very much a Palace.
Yeah, it's a hard one. The Saints is a bit easier actually. I really like Ward Price. I like the way they develop youth. Obviously, they're Liverpool's youth academy, aren't they? Southampton, develop these amazing players for Liverpool to take them. Mane, Van Dijk, to name a few. Font, obviously, as well. There's loads. Lallana, Walcott. They've even Bale was there, weren't he? Bale started at Southampton. So I think, their youth academy, you've got to admire. I think their youth academy is fantastic. Created some amazing players over the years.
Yeah, exactly the same, mate. Exactly the same. Like you say, their youth academy is fantastic. I know we are supposedly the Academy of Football. I haven't really seen that the last few years, and Southampton really have. They've been producing players. Hopefully now, we've got players coming through. We'll take that back. But yeah, you have to admire their youth academy and how they develop them. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, another mer team here. I like the manager. There you go. I like Sean Dyche. I just like that he'd probably knock out Allardyce. He's one of them ones that in a fight he wouldn't care and he'd actually give Allardyce a dig. I like their manager. I like him. He seems like quite a funny bloke as well in interviews.
Yeah, he's all right. Like you say, Burnley's just another club I just don't really care about. I just don't care about them. They
always do quite well against us as well. Chris Woods and people like that. Another near. Brighton, nice beach there, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say, down by the seaside, yeah.
It's a nice away day. Brighton. Trossard, I quite like Trossard. Lampetti's quite good as well. Or Lampetti, or however you pronounce it. Yeah, they're a bit of a mer team, aren't they?
Yeah, if you were going to go recently, they're another team that actually do play decent football. They do. They play decent football. I think it was something crazy. Like in the last few games, they've had like 66 shots.
Yeah, but just not getting the luck of it going in. Yeah.
So they're a decent footballing side. At least they've come up and they're giving it a go. I suppose that's probably the nicest thing I can say about them. Yeah,
it's hard, guys, and please help us in the comments. Because some of these clubs it is quite hard because you do have a Nash to only focus on the top six and your club, don't you?
Of course you do. Yeah,
and my thoughts on that.
And I imagine it's the same. If you asked these clubs, if you ask Brighton fans, what do you like or rate about West Ham, they'd probably go, I don't really care about West Ham. Yeah. So that's, what I mean? It's the same sort of thing, I suppose.
Yeah, I know. When it's your own club, you don't think anyone else will think we're a mer team, but obviously, probably there are a lot that go West Ham. Yeah. Here we go. Here's one. It's a little bit easier. Newcastle. For me, it's Alan Shearer, mate. That is what I admire about that football club. Alan Shearer is absolute legend, the icon. I think they're probably a club also that we have the most in common with.
Yeah.
In terms of ownership, they know the struggle. And I think I admire their fans for staying loyal they've been through a lot more than what we've have, and they've had that tease of a takeover and it not happen.
I'll be careful there, mate. I don't remember actually moving them out of their stadium and putting them in a athletic stadium.
No. I think you got a valid point there. Yeah,
but no, I agree exactly, mate. I agree, and I would say the same. I'd say the fan base, like you say, mate, very similar to us. Very similar to us. With the ownership struggles and all the rest of it, and just like I said about Leeds, they're a proper club. They're a proper club. They've got proper support. Real strong fan base. Newcastle were a huge club, absolutely massive club.
Yeah, mate, 55,000.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, if you were looking obviously outside of the top four and all the rest of it, the likes of us, the likes of Newcastle, and the likes of Leeds, huge, massive clubs, so much untapped potential. So yeah, I like that. I like I say, they're very similar to us with a fan base. I like their fans.
Yeah, 3 more. Fulham. Scotty Parker. Hey.
I like the Michael Jackson statue.
I don't think. I think they took it away.
It probably did take it away, mate. I don't think it is there anymore. No. What a weird thing.
But you know what's weird about them as well? I don't know. I don't know whether it exists there anymore, but I've only ever been that stadium once. They actually at one point had a neutral end where like neutral fans could just sit. There was like a middle bit of their stand that was just
of all the stadiums to go to watch football as a neutral. The Fulham would be the last place I would go.
Yeah,
Craven Cottage
they
is
did actually have a neutral stand.
It's a dump.
Is there any players that I actually liked from there?
Mitrovic, maybe.
Ex-Hammer, Papa Boopy Doopy.
Oh,
yeah,
Big
had a lovely
Papa.
strike on him. Old Papa, didn't he? Great player.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you're going to say things you like for them, it's going to be obviously at the minute, definitely, it's going to be Parker.
I'll tell you what I like about them actually as well, mate. You know, mate, they've done something that West Ham haven't done. They got to a Europa League final, mate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Roy as well. Roy at the time took them all the way. They beat Juventus on the way as well. That great run. Yeah, but again, a bit of a team, innit? Yeah. Oh God, Murray's team in the league, I think. I don't know. I respect the fact that they always come back. It's a hard one, isn't it? That one.
I mean, yeah, for me, you'd say,
football.
you know, if you're not talking about literally right now, obviously Slav, I think it's criminal that they got rid of him. Grady is there, not playing. Yeah, it's a difficult one, West Brom.
I like Pereira. There you go. But yeah, it's a hard one, that West Brom. Like I say, they're very much a club that are very happy to come up, get the money, go down, come up, go. You know, that seems to be where they are as a football club. You know, that is what they enjoy doing. Can I really say anything I like on a West Ham show about Sheffield United?
I've got nothing, mate.
Ravel Morrison's used to be on their books. I think he might still be on their books, actually.
No, I don't think he's been released, hasn't he?
Did he get released? No, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't sit on a West Ham show and say something nice about a team that nearly absolutely ruined us as a club. You know, no, I've got nothing good. Nothing for you, mate?
No, Sean Bean was good in Game of Thrones.
Oh, he was the one leading the marches back in the day, though, mate. Him?
Yeah, I know. And he had on Game of Thrones, he had his head cut off.
Oh, I don't know.
So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I can't say there's anything I like about them, guys. If you have been watching along with us, let us know one thing you like about the clubs, and we'll be back tomorrow with the one thing we dislike. I won't say hate. I say
just the one
dislike.
thing.
Yeah, just the one thing. I'm sure this show will be slightly longer. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Come on, you irons, keep believing. Hit that subscribe button. Also, I keep forgetting to mention, hit that bell because you might miss our videos. Sometimes I upload at 8 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I upload at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you hit that bell, you won't miss any of our videos. Until next time, come on, you irons, keep believing. Let's go.